my name is Mission Chappa, and this is my NPC design. My original design was to have the player wander through a forest while a ninja came out and tried to attack the player with a katana that they can grab in the distance. Unfortunately, this design did not fall well, and I had to redesign my objects and my design as a result. My current design is of a player character who is the assistant and only person allowed to see the old ancient painter of the glass box. Now, the player character prior to this situation was able to find a magical paintbrush that can turn not only things into colored, but people without even the use of any paint whatsoever. So, this was how I was able to create the player movement to go over to the player, to the painter and collect the object, bringing it to them as quickly as possible. You can see some of the older designs that I went with for my katana also in there as well for my original design. However, we won't be covering that. Each one here is specifically to a forward, left, right, and back so that the player can interact with the item, grab the item, and bring it to the NPC to allow him to start changing colors throughout the entire world. This is the only real reason that anything for the player character exists, is merely to grab the item and bring it to the painter himself. Now, with the painter script, is a much more simpler and much more easier to understand action. Unfortunately, because I could not get the player or the NPC to move in multiple directions, the only thing I could actually test and try to get to be fully functional for today's playtest is the act of being able to shift colors. As you can see from the screen over here, you can see that he's a nice gold orangish color, and this is the standard color for the painter, as the player will see him before the game even begins. Now, let's watch what happens when I try to use the red color by hitting the left arrow. Now, as you can see, the player character does move. However, this was the brush over here that they would interact with. Unfortunately, it's just not allowing me to use it properly. So, to show you how the painter actually works and everything, I will go ahead and demonstrate the left arrow key down to show that it will change colors to red, then up arrow to blue, and then the right arrow to yellow. Now this can go in any order should the player choose to do random assorted colors or anything of their own choosing. I only chose 3 simple colors to show specifically where the NPC would be located at all times. Now unfortunately, the brush does not show up in the actual game view unless the player uses the trigger over here, which is unfortunately not working at the current moment in time, and is still using a lot of my original scripts for my original katana design. Now, I'm very happy with the actions of not only being able to allow the player to move, but to create a parented object that does not show visibility through the painter, and to be allowed to change the color of the painter was actually very happy for me. I was very excited to see each one of the colors just frequently pass by at the tip of each finger press. And to be honest, I haven't done anything like it in a long time. And I'm actually very, very happy with how it came out. Unfortunately, I am aware that some of the situations at hand do not actually go alongside the rubric and may result in a lower grade. However, this does not bother me. I would thank you for watching my video today, and hopefully you like my painter as well. Thank you very much.